Hey everyone, Lone Wolf Jai here, and sorry I didn't upload a IRL video yesterday. I just haven't had. I just been a busy. It was a busy day for me, and I was just tired. So yeah, I've been doing the Apocrypha event. I'm basically done getting what I want to get. So plus I was also able to do one other thing. Let me show you real quick here. Spirit Origin. Right here, my third 10-10-10 servant. First one was Mosh, then I did Merlin. Now I'm working on, right here, I'm working on Scortoria. I've already got the Beach Fly, that's been max level for a long time. But I'm working on Summer Splash, then I'm going to work on Beach House Protection. So, that's what I'm working on next. So basically, so go ahead and check, get that summon ticket for the 7th day. Stake of Wailing Night. I've actually been collecting some of these in the event. If you take on Vlad, you can get these things. So yeah. Anyway, so let's get back into Salem now. Here we go. Oh, we got a no battle one, so it's gonna be an easy, quick video. Hopefully. Section 3. Second knot. The next day, Town Hall, Salem, day 3. We lost 4 cows in a single night. 4! I don't know how we're going to bounce back from this. Even the calves that survived suffer some terrible wounds. They'll never grow into a viable cattle now. The Indians might go around attacking livestock, but they never do something like this. The wounds had to have been inflicted by huge claws or the like. It's horrible. Who did this? Who's responsible for this? Somebody answer me. It's the devil. It must be. Our family graveyard has been desecrated. I steel myself and pray for strength to confront the beast. But just as I held up my lantern and started chanting holy verses, it fled into the night. It was very dark, but I still managed to make out twisted legs, hooves, and a horrid protruding mouth. That thing couldn't possibly have been human. What's more, I saw it gnawing away madly on broken bones inside a dug-out grave. Oh God, I can hardly bring myself to say it. Surely there can be no question that was the devil's work. This is bad, Senpai. This must have all happened before those monsters came and attacked us. I guess it's not even safe inside the village now. Order! Settle down. One of our constables has a report to share with all of us as well. What I have to say may shock you, but I ask that you all remain calm. Last night, somebody dug up the bodies of the criminals who were executed yesterday. Every one of the corpses that was buried near the hill where the gallows has disappeared, including Tituba. You cursed devil! Even her? We're all done for. The disappearance of these bodies and the appearance of these monsters cannot be a coincidence. We must be even more vigilant now, but I'm afraid we can only do so much. Did you hear that, Senpai? I know he hurried to his town meeting in order to warn everyone, but I guess we won't have to anymore. So this doesn't sit right with me. Yes. There are still some things I'm not clear on, too. Yes, Mr. Carter. Is there something you'd like to say? Well, as a matter of fact, I too saw these monsters last night. And that's not all. I believe I know what they are. They were a very close match to the ones described in the writings of a French aristocrat named Dirlet. He called them ghouls. Ghouls? Did he say these monsters were not the devil, but a different sort of creature? Like specters or ghosts? I suppose so, in that these are strange and extraordinary creatures. They too are demons that reside in the dark corners of the world. These ghouls have a keen aversion to all living things. To sate their appetites, they slaughter their prey and feed off the corpses. Furthermore, Diarlet said that these creatures were once human. Humans that turned away from God's teachings and abandoned their humanity. Thank you, Mr. Carter. This is valuable information that will certainly be useful as we discuss the matter. However, while I hesitate to even speak such blasphemous words, doesn't mean that these ghouls may have been the dead come back to life. Was there anyone you recognized among them? Oh crap. No. I'm afraid I can't speak to that. It was the middle of the night, after all. Besides, according to the document I read, ghouls and the living dead are not the same thing. I managed to drive away the ghouls I saw last night, thanks to Solaria and her companions. That is why some of you may have heard gunshots and howls last night. I see. That was very brave of you. I'll report all this to Judge Hopkins as well. I would also take this moment to urge more men to volunteer for the night watch. Those of you who are capable and willing, come with me. Master. Hello, Sanson. Thanks for escorting the Reverend here. Of course, I'm afraid we can't be too careful now, even here in the village. So what's up? The Reverend says he has a favor to ask of us. What would you like to do? I'll hear about if it's something we can help with. Okay. You have a job request? For the Solaria Company? It is. Isn't that strange? I thought it would be a reasonable thing to ask of performers like yourselves. Yes, of course it is. I'm sorry for being rude. Can I ask you why? Yes, good point. I can't blame you for being taken aback. In my profession, plays, novels, and other such things are usually considered base forms of entertainment. Things that seduce people with good faith, and am paid by my job of guiding them on a just and God-fearing path. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to speak ill of your work. However, as of late, this village has seen one terrible incident after another. Children are frightened, and their parents are unable to care for them. Prayers alone will not be enough to set the faith of those minds at ease. I admit that it is beyond my ability to remedy the current crisis we face. So I was hoping you could put on a play that would get the children to smile again. I see. A play for children. Let's do it, Master. Come on. Let's do it. Please? I see somebody's excited about this idea. A play is sure to put Abigail in good spirits. Good point. Thank you. It's good to know that we are on the same page. If I may, I think the play should be something appropriate to our village, such as, no, on second thought, I'll let you all choose what to perform. This sort of thing is well beyond my expertise. Very well then, I'll see you all at the town hall later. Oh, please wait a moment, Reverend. Yes? Well, you see, there's actually a member of the Solaria Company who has yet to go on stage, and I thought I should introduce you to her ahead of time. Oh, I see. Yes, I would love to meet her. Is that her? Yep. This is, she's our secret child actress. Oh, so you're gonna die young, are you? I can arrange that. I'm Circe, the witch, the daughter of Helios, god of the sun, and descendant of Okeanos, god of the sea, and heir to the spells and wisdom of Hecate, goddess of the moon. That makes me the greatest witch ever. Wait, huh? A witch? Did you say you're a witch? That's the role she specializes in. That's what she specializes in. It's not just an act. The ears and everything are just part of the costume to help her get in character. Right. That's totally what's going on here. I see. I suppose there are a number of plays that involve witches. Macbeth comes to mind. Very well then. I'll be sure to let the other villagers know about this addition to our troop, to your troop. So does this mean Cersei's name and Noel Phantasm are now revealed? In the meantime, I do hope you will put on a good play for the children. Oh, and I appreciate if you kept the fact that I was the one to make this request to yourselves. Whew. I didn't want to say anything while we were talking to him, but you're really not cut out for this acting stuff, are you, Mash? I'm doing my best. That Reverend guy's got a lot of nerve, I swear. What is it about men of the cloth? It's that much more rich than... It's not much when you discover that his testimony was a big part of what Tituba got Tituba hanged. He's trying to protect the village as best he can. He may make mistakes, but I don't truly believe he's acting out of malice. Well, you ask me, nothing's worse than an idiot who throws himself into something without a thought. That doesn't mean we can just sit back and mock anyone who makes a mistake. Hey, I'm just saying it's impossible to rein someone when they start getting all self-righteous. Ooh, we've got a joker and a cant and a dandy hurling abuse at each other. I can get used to this. That's it. Keep it up. Just make sure it doesn't get in Solaria's way. Whoa. What are you talking about? You're the main reason we're all confused here, Queenie. You know that? Guess I gotta hand it to you, though, Master. You're really taking all this in stride. Trust me, I'm as shocked as anyone. That's fair. Anyway, after what I've seen these past few days, Solaria, I've got a pretty good handle on your open-mindedness and your talent as a mage. I was pretty surprised myself. I'd heard the real Medea mention her before, but I still can't believe that Circe, the famous Richard Greek myth, has been with us all this time. The previous night, the Carter House, post-school battle discussion. That's right. I've been posing as Medea since we reshifted here. I'm a servant without a master. I probably manifested this as part of Da Vinci's summoning experiments. I was so confused that I initially manifested and my magical energy was running really low to boot. Looking back on it, the summoning system probably didn't give me sufficient knowledge for the times. Even with Medea there, I couldn't trust Chaldea as an institution, so I decided to flee. I stuck around looking for different ways to escape and thought I might ask an outside master for help. But when I heard there was nothing around Chaldea but ice and snow, my hope turned to desperation. I'm not really gifted with a ton of staying power or endurance, you know. That was about when the Salem stuff started happening, so I figured this was my chance. It didn't seem like coincidence. Actually, it felt like someone was guiding me. So you felt you were being called here. Why did that come clean to us? You really need to ask? Because Tituba's dead. You must have all figured this out by now, right? She's a servant. Well, was, I guess. And Tituba wasn't her true name. I don't know who she was, but somebody summoned her and was providing her with magical energy. I admit I was only pretending to help establish contact with Chaldea. I have actually been jamming it this whole time. I didn't want them telling you that I was who I said I was. That I wasn't who I said I was. That does not seem to have stopped some of the servants from realizing it. Medea will be furious. Her retaliation, swift and terrible. Eventually, I stopped jamming the communications. I mean, I learned that this place was so cut off from everything that there was no point in bothering. That's also why I needed a workshop, so I can make full use of my abilities. So, basically, our fates are inextricably intertwined, Solaria. None of us are going anywhere until we've sorted out whatever's happening here in Salem. How do we know that you're really Circe? She does look a lot like Medea. I don't think that's really the biggest point of concern here. At any rate, I'm afraid I don't have any way of dispelling your suspicions right now. I sense powerful energy, but only traces of evil? Damn, so you detect bewitching powers too, Your Highness? You really got a lot going for you. But never mind that. I wouldn't trust Queenie here as far as I could throw her, which I guess is pretty far, but you get the idea. For all we know, she could be a demon god pretending to be a servant. We've seen some weird shit before. It's not like you've even made a contract with her, right? Nice language there, Robin Hood. Then how would make a limited contract now? As proof of my willingness to cooperate, I'm prepared to do that, and now it's even possible thanks to my workshop. Is it really possible to contact Chaldea? I swear to Hecate, I can't do anything to establish communications until we know what's blocking them. So let's get this limited contract underway so we can avoid trouble down the road. Come on, time's wasting. So slow down. Give Senpai a little time to think it over. By the way, I'm curious to know. If Salem's bound field wasn't this strong, and you could easily escape from it, what would you have done, Circe? Well, no point in keeping secrets now, huh? My original plans would entice you into coming with me, Solaria. Could you at least wait until after the mission? What? That's especially mine, you know. If any servants had gotten in my way, I'd have just taken them out. I see. Well, right now we have no choice but to depend on her. I guess if I had to give you just one piece of advice, Master, it'd be to remind you that we women are our most dangerous after we've shown our hand. Just keep that in mind. It's okay, I'm sure Circe's a good witch. Hee. This is troubling. Circe seems to be a completely different kind of witch from Medea. Can you keep pretending to be Medea out there, out here? Good point. Okay, I will. If this is what you want, Master, we'll go along with it. Going to tell Abigail. What? Huh? Neza? So, Master, about the thing we were discussing. The attack last night, right? You mean Absalom Whately, the alleged alchemist? Right, as suspects go, he's looking pretty good. Something about this just seems off to me. What did you think, Professor Circe? Care to fill the rest of the class in? Absolutely. How long has this been going? Not that long. For starters, I'm sure you can imagine how an alchemist might double as a necromancer. After all, alchemy is all about gaining control of our bodies, life, and souls. Turning lead into gold is just a happy byproduct. Anyway, at this point, the main thing you're concerned about is whether he has anything to do with the demon god pillar, right? And then there's the moving corpses. The ghouls, as Carter called them. If there's anything here I don't understand, it's them. I couldn't pick them up at all. I'm afraid it was only sheer luck that we managed to drive them off last night. There's no way I could have done it on my own. I see. So not even your workshop's defenses were enough to repel them. But Circe. Still, I think Neza was fairly sensitive to them. I believe her methods are more primitive. She's more sensing hostile intent than evil. True, it's a good thing she was here. So if there's a chance more like that might attack again, shouldn't we come up with a plan, like, now? Of course, now things have come to this. I'm wondering about Carter's background then. Like, why would an ex-military Oriental studies professor even know about ghouls in the first place? Is there something you want to say, Sanson? I'm afraid there's something I need to apologize to you all for. It's about the other Whately, Lavinia. No, it's about the other Whately, Lavinia. You're going to put on another play at the town hall? That's right. The one we did yesterday, far too dull. This one, much more fun. You do not feel up to it? Okay, if you do not. Thank you, Neza. You, Mash, Solaria, and everyone have all been so kind to me. And I've only been thinking about myself. No one blames you. I wish I could go with Lavinia. I thought I saw her at the town hall last night. I think she must have wanted to see the play too. Lavinia, I'm praying for Tituba's soul to go to heaven. The heavenly realm, not a fun place. If anything, it is restrictive, boring. Some are so disappointed with it that they end up running to hell. That sounds like the story about fallen angels. Anyway, that's silly. I'm sure that heaven is a perfectly wonderful place. Very well. Lavinia, was it? I shall bring her. Promise. So please, cheer up. Huh? Are we already putting on the show? Mademoiselle Lavinia. So, this is really troublesome. Why did you bring me here against my will? And if that wasn't bad enough, Lavinia, you really came. Thank you, Neza. Thank you so much. No need for thanks. Enjoy now. I must put on makeup. You're wrong. I didn't come because I wanted to. I just couldn't stay at home anymore. They kicked me out. Your uncle came with the constables. He did? Yes. He said he wanted to talk to grandfather. You mean about what happened last night? Lavinia, it's terrible. What happened to Tituba? It is. If it wasn't for this village, she'd still be. Lavinia, maybe, but this is still the village where we were born and raised. Lavinia, why don't you have a seat over there? We're just about to begin. Come on, Sanson. You need to get ready too. Right. I'm just a child. I don't. Okay. Master, a word, please. What's up? It appears something happened with the Whately family. I don't believe it poses an immediate threat like what happened last night, but still, nags at me. So if you don't mind, I would like to go there and see what's happening for myself. Huh? You mean right now? So we have to perform without you again? Now what are we going to do? Still, I suppose that is important. Why don't you go up on stage then again, Mash? Well, I do know all the lines by heart. But if I do that, who will be the prompter? Would you and I take turns? Mash, this play does not need a prompter. Look into the children's eyes. Listen, their hearts. Hello there, everyone. Thank you all for waiting. I see there are a number of you who have never seen a Solaria Company production before. My name is Mosh, and I'll be your narrator this evening. Later, I'll also appear as an actress in the play. Today, the Solaria Company will be performing a thrilling fantasy, a beloved tale from the Eastern Kingdom of King. We will be performing a chapter of grand epic called Journey to the West. Is Sanson going to be in this one? The tale begins over 1,000 years ago, when a famed Buddhist named Xuanzang Sanzang sets off westward in search of inspirational sutras. Sutras, in case you don't know, are like the Bible for those of the Buddhist faith. And while Journey to the West may be fictional, Xuanzang Sanzang was a real person. Of course, she's one of my servants. my only and best single target caster. A person across the distance equivalent to 3 round trips between Salem and London, and with nothing more than the unshakable faith she held in her heart. 3 round trips across the Atlantic Ocean? She really traveled that much? How did she do it? Did she go by boat? No, by foot. She walked for the vast majority of her journey. Wow, that's amazing. I can't believe it. Is she joking? No way, that's impossible. Nobody could walk that far in their whole life. If you devote your life to it, you can even go around the entire planet. That's not possible. Nobody can ever go somewhere that far away. There's no way. Well now, who can say? After all, this did take place over 1,000 years ago. Still, one thing is certain. Xuanzang faced many trials and perils during her journey. But worry not, distinguished young guests. Xuanzang did not have to undertake this journey alone. She was joined by her disciples, who were capable of warriors in their own right. Uh-oh, how will Xuanzang, Sanzang, and her friends ever get out of this predicament? You'll find out once we finish changing the set. Please stay right where you are. If anyone needs to use the washroom, now's your chance. I need to use the washroom. Wait! Where do you think you're going, Lavinia? The play isn't over yet. It's just getting to the part. Is it boring you? Sanson wasn't on the stage. He must have gone off on his own. So, you want to go back home? I've got a bad feeling about this. God, those famous words. In that case, I'm going to. Take me with you. No, I couldn't possibly. Didn't you really want to see this play? If I can't see it with you, Lavinia, it's going to be boring no matter what, right? But just stay quiet. We need to be extra careful. Okay, I will. Oh boy. Okay, everyone. The intervention is over. Please get back to your seats. Wait, huh? Where did Abby and Lavinia go? Mosh, introductory remarks. Go. Right, sorry. Okay. Judge Hopkins? Where are you taking this elderly gentleman? You are the Frenchman with the Solaria Company. Sanson, my name is Charles Henry Sanson. I'll ask you again, where are you taking this man? To prison? If you need to imprison him with no further questioning or due process, as you do with Tituba, I beg you to reconsider. Your Honor, you are a representative of the governor of Massachusetts, not a king. You're certainly bold, Frenchman. It seems you cannot help yourself from meddling. Out of our way. You dare mock his honor? You got a big mouth on you, even for a performer. Shall we put him in his place, Your Honor? Oh boy, it's getting long. Not just yet. I didn't expect to see you here. Not you too, Mr. Carter. Sanson, you were there last night too. You know this is necessary. Absalom used black magic to animate those ghouls and have them menace the village. He is a clear and present threat. We cannot tarry in putting an end to that threat. What? I'm surprised to hear that from you, Mr. Carter. You were the one who told us about those ghouls in the first place. I took you for knowledgeable and trustworthy. I didn't think you were the one to wield authority like a bludgeon. Please don't prove to be so base in your motivations. If you suspect this man of wrongdoing, he should be tried for his alleged crimes properly, with the people of Salem serving as his jury. Surely you can agree with that, Judge Hopkins. Please give him a fair trial. That's quite enough out of you, young whelp. There is no need for a trial. You fail to see what is truly happening here. A prison threatens to spread through this village. A poison threatens to spread through this village. An evil that could cause it to rot from within. What could the painstakingly slow process of a trial accomplish against such a foe? Even as we speak, the devil is learning all manner of villainy to Salem. That is why I was sent here, to prevent riots, looting, adultery, impiety, and other such horrors. I must disagree, Your Honor. If you intend to pass judgment on your fellow man, you have all the more reason to trust in his rationality. These people are not witches. They loathe witches more than anyone. You must not plant the seeds of the devil himself. This absurd nation without witches are running and rampant in Salem in the minds of the people. Shut up. How dare you speak to his honor like that? Uncle, what are you doing here? Abigail, what are you doing here? I don't want you to have to see this, Abigail. I'm afraid the Whateleys are heretics. They have no place here in Salem. Uncle, this isn't like you. Why would you say such a thing? Move. Get in the cart, Whateley. Wait. Grandfather. Lavinia. You are a Whately. God's glorious protection lies within you. But not yet. It is still not complete. I cannot depend on Mason. I doubt she is even here in Salem any longer. Find Captain Marsh, the owner of the wharf. Ask him for help. He owes our family a debt. Okay, I will. Now you're trying to pass your evil on to children? The police are searching your basement. I'm told they'll confiscate any dubiously acquired money. Suit yourselves. Randolph. You must despise me for what happened to your sister and her husband. You mean my parents? Weren't they killed by Indians? Your anger is misplaced. All I did was return them to their original proper forms. I merely opened the door to this prison. They are the ones who chose to walk through it. Enough of your nonsense. Hasn't my niece already suffered enough? Calm down, Mr. Carter. All right, Judge Hopkins, I'll take him straight to prison. Good. Curses. This is all just a mirage of the past. This isn't right. Charles Henry Sanson, was it? I see you are more than just a mouthy actor. I see you are more than just a mouthy actor. Curious though I am, that can wait till later. Your contempt has more than earned you a sentence of your own. But I have a better use for you. The gallows were destroyed during last night's storm. Fortunately, it didn't happen during an execution. At any rate, Salem now needs men to repair and expand them. But the villagers are ill at ease around the gallows, and we should stay far away from them. Therefore, you head to the hill and rebuild the gallows along with the prison guards. No, on second thought, you will do it entirely by yourself. It should be a most fitting task for a conceited, self-flagellating whelp like you, Charles Henry Sanson. Okay, we're going back to the regular screen here. That was a pretty long one. Yeah, about 30. Okay, true name revealed. Castle Volcano's true name, Circe. Profile Circe has been updated. Okay. Okay, we're going to the Gallows Hill in the next one. Fighting some berserkers. So I'll take anybody. So anyway, that's gonna be all for today's video. I'm gonna go back to working on what I was working on, which was actually doing the dailies so I can get Achilles to his max ascension. Then I'll work on after that. I'll probably work on God, what's his name? His teacher, Charon, and also Rama. Yeah, Rama. So that's all going to be for this video. Until next time, this is all Jay saying thank you all for watching. Take care of yourselves.